really believed that this is DJ Coach's car. I just have one question that I would really like to ask DJ Coach. If it's really your car, why is Standard Bank listing this as a repossessed vehicle?
Exactly. But he's not gonna ask you here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Then, Aisha, so I pulled up on YouTube. As you can see, this is my YouTube. Let me just make it full screen. Pull up on my YouTube. The first thing I see is the BTC podcast episode 1 on Mr. Scam Exposes YouTube channel, right? You guys know this is Rydall, you know. And I was with Rydall. Well, I met with him just like 2 weeks ago at the FMAS Day 1. I was there, I saw him. He's a tall nigga. That's what I'll say from how he looks on YouTube. But yeah, overall everything was cool. There was a lot of traders at the event, so there was a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, networking and stuff like that. I also saw Coach. He pulled up on day 1. Towards the end of day 1, I saw him. Cool bro, didn't really say much, just a X6 sure. Sharp. So I figured from this video that I think this took place in Cape Town still. Maybe after FMAS or before, I don't know. But I think after FMAS, this is when this interview took place. And there's a lot of things that I don't understand from this. You understand? There's a lot of things I don't understand what's happening. So I want to go into this with y'all. Let's all go into this and figure out what's happening, right? Because I want to be the first to say exactly what the first thing on my mind is. Like, if I go to YouTube, right, and we search Mr. Scam Exposer and Coach, right? These are all the videos. Right, these are all the videos that have been made by Rydall against Coach, right? So there's this one 3 months ago. There's this episode now, and there's this one. DJ Coach is lying again. DJ Coach exposed online, kicked out of previous residence for antics. DJ Coach stays lying, right? FBK broker, B book, small deposits. I was right all along about DJ Coach RS7. Like you can see, Rydall has made a lot of videos on this brew. You understand? I don't know how many, but it's a lot of videos that were made on this brew. Right? So it's not just this brew. I mean, Rydall's page is dedicated to exposing scams, right? So it's not the page is not just about Rydall and Coach. It's about a lot of people, as you can see on his page. There's everyone there. You understand? Everyone is on this page. If you're on the Forex space in SA, right? And Rydall and I have had a back and forth in the past, right? We've had a back and forth where he did a video on Coach saying Coach was lying about thing when Coach was doing a prank. When he posted a BM, and the car was still at the dealership, and then people went to take pictures of that car, said, no, Coach is lying, and only to realize that they were being baited into posting such content, when in reality he went to buy a Bentley. You understand? So I did a video and I said, yo, you guys got played by Coach, because this nigga was never buying a BM. You understand? He just put it out there in the public so people can go to a frenzy when they see it in the dealership. And then once people start making all the noise, he released the Bentley, which was a W move for him. And me, I just pointed out to Rydall, like, yo, that was an L move from you, because after you realized that the bro was really buying a Bentley, you should have came back and said, this guy was playing with us. You understand? He instead went to buy a Bentley and ended at that. But you understand, I never got that from Rydall. So now I'm surprised to see now he's interviewing this bro. So I really hope the nigga is coming with the same energy, né? The same energy he has when he's doing all these videos about Coach, right? And this is not just about Coach, because this is episode 1 we're talking about here. This is episode 1. Meaning there's still going to be episode 2, 3, whatever, and so forth and so forth. So from the jump, I want to see the same energy that he has for these people on his page, for him to bring it live when he's with them. Am I making sense? Right? Because also, me and Rydall, it's not like we ever had a beef or whatever. It was just me pointing out the inconsistencies, but we were never like, you understand? Which is why even when I saw him, it was all cool and whatever. I don't have a problem with it. Me, I'm just pointing out the inconsistencies and see. Because now, it seems like, this really seems like you're selling out. Understand? Because it's almost like, okay, sharp. You built your whole page exposing scams, right? And you've exposed everyone at this point, right? You've exposed everyone. So now you sit and think like, yo, how can I get more, how can I get more of this cake? I'm talking about money when I say cake. Like, how can I keep getting this cake? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have exposed everyone. Basically, at this point, the videos I'm doing are kind of like repetitive because it's always the same people. You've covered everything. Like, you're going to talk about who? Nasandred Ape or Ondamos and we've seen those videos before. So you're like, okay, let me switch it up and do the interviews. But now, to some other people, it's going to seem like, so you create a problem for this bruise, ne? Scammers. You create a problem for scammers, ne? And then once like they are bad in the public image and stuff, they can also come to your platform to like amend things and be alright with the public again. It's like you start a problem for scammers, ne? And then once scammers are in shit, you also give them a solution. Like, I mean, you can now come to my channel. We do an episode, and I think it'll be alright with the public if you understand, if you do your things alright, which is a more bag for you, right? Because you've exposed these niggas, and then now you're going to do an interview, which is another bag. But so it's kind of seems like it's just selling out. So me, I'm gonna keep my energy neutral. I haven't watched the thing, right? I haven't watched the thing because I figured if I'm gonna do a reaction to this, I have to be completely honest. So I'm gonna watch the thing. And hopefully, I'm hoping to at least see Rydall bring the same energy to this bruise. You understand? I'm hoping to see him bring the same energy that he has when he's making these videos. Because if now they're all buddy, then it kind of seems like this is a sellout. Kind of seems like Rydall is selling out. Meaning that it seems like he can be bought. You understand? So, let's go into it.
Yeah, what's up guys? We are here with a very special and very controversial podcast episode. As you guys know, we've been talking about DJ Coach for the longest of time, but today we have him here so that he can set some records straight. DJ Coach, it's such a pleasure to not only finally meet you, but to have you here on the channel.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, the thing just started, yes, but guys, listen to this, ne? If you are coming to me, presenting me evidence to say you are scammed, and I take the evidence and I put it out to the public, and then I give the same person a platform to come and explain themselves on my platform again, I could have seen people bring out evidence to say, oh, this person is scammed by this person. So now, when you're coming to my platform again to set things right, why am I the same scam exposer giving you a platform to? Because supposedly people who are being scammed of their SASA grant monies for their students, young students. I mean, like in school. I don't mean like young students in university. I mean like high schoolers are being scammed from their pocket money. People are being frauded for investment claims. You understand? There's so much things that Rydall brings to the light, ne? About investments and what, all these things. So, if tomorrow goes and drops an episode with the same people that he exposes, to me that's a red flag. You understand? Because it's kind of like it's for monetary gain more than anything. But I could be wrong. You understand? I could be wrong at the end of this video because I haven't watched the video. I'm just going off how I feel about this. But I could be wrong, but okay, let's play the thing.
How has the past few days been here, considering FMA is? I saw you coming in and the love was just poured your way.
Yeah.
How has it been?
I must say I didn't expect so much love at the side in Cape Town because
Bruh, this bro, ne, he's sitting looking at coach like this, ne, like this, ne. And if we can look at coach's body language from the outset, huh? I'm just going off what I see. This is literally 135 seconds. You look at coach's body language, he's not giving his energy, like, isn't it like way, how do I say this but where the body is facing, that's where the energy is you understand, is being projected. Coach is not giving Rydall his energy. He's talking to him. He's not giving him eye contact like as they communicate. This is a discussion between two people. He's not getting the eye contact straight to him like this as they talk. So he's not really giving his energy to this bro. I think from what I can see, like looking at everything that's happening here, coach is here to address Rydall's audience, ne? Which some of them, because we're in the Forex industry, Joe. Most of them are also followers of coach and whatever. He's here to address the industry, but not necessarily here for Rydall. Yeah? And it looks like Rydall is happy to have coach in his, I don't want to say in his presence, because that kind of seems like, you understand? That kind of sounds like I'm saying Rydall is glazing. He's not glazing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you can see Rydall is happy to be here. Let's look at his facial expression also to have this thing happening. But as I look at to this bro, he's not giving his energy towards this bro. So which kind of makes me feel like he's not really there for this nigga. And he might not like Rydall as much as he's trying to pretend like he's cool with him, but he doesn't like this nigga. That's just how I feel from like analyzing this in the first 35 seconds. So like I said, I might just be wrong, but let's go into, this is gonna be a long reaction.
my influence is in Joburg, Pretoria. So yeah, the love was amazing.
You see, he doesn't look at this nigga when they talk. He doesn't give him his energy.
Great meeting people. I was wearing formal for the first time in a long time.
Hey, you were looking snazzy, my guy. You were looking snazzy.
Yeah, so I've had a great experience, definitely.
I'm really, really glad to hear that. And I could see that.
Yeah, so long time.
Hey, you were looking.
It was great meeting people. I was wearing formal for the first time in a long time.
Hey, you were looking snazzy, my guy. You were looking.
Bruh, this nigga is glazing, bruh. Why is he glazing now? You are looking flashy. Number one, everyone that knows this nigga is not a fashion nigga, coach. It's not a fashion nigga at all. Yes, it was wearing formal, but it's not nothing you can say already. Coach was looking flashy. It's nothing like that. I can tell you, And just to show you as proof, let me check if I can see on Instagram if let me see if I can check on Instagram if coach posted his outfit for FMAS. So guys, this is the thing he's talking about. This is what he means when he says you're looking flashy. What, bruh, coach is not flashy. So I'm like, bruh, you look like you're glazing the hell out this nigga. This is just normal. It's not even tucked in or whatever. This nigga, yes, on the right, which is on coach's team. Yes, this nigga was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but coach, bruh, this guy doesn't care about dressing. We know this about coach. Man, we know this. So now I'm not really buying all these compliments Rydall is giving to this bro. They're not genuine. It's very disingenuous. It's very disingenuous of you, Rydall, to be showering this man with compliments. Ne? I know you like. It's probably not from a malicious thingy, but it's just fake, bruh. Nah, he doesn't mean this at all.
Snazzy.
Yeah, so I have had a great experience. Definitely.
I'm really, really glad to hear that. And I could see that people were really excited to have you there. They wanted to have you there.
Yeah.
Any plans in the future for FMAs and a booth for FBK Markets?
I've spoken to my team about the booth, and they said to me that I am the booth.
That also makes sense because people will elevate.
Nah, bruh. You asking this bro about the booth. Bruh, this nigga probably has 30 videos on Coach. And the first minute this guy is here, you asking him about the booth. Me, I'm not here to know about the booth.
So
I want to see that you addressing.
We just bought S3, 2 of them, body S3, and A45 and a C63 within a space of 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. So now, when we are busy that side, I'm with the whole crew, FBK, and there are these 2 girls who are saying to...
Bruh, if you just look at this...
What's the buzz around this, guys? Like, why is everyone talking to them? And then the friend says, oh, no, they are Forex traders. She looks at my team. This one's not even...
Bruh, Rydall is literally next to this nigga. Like, Rydall is here, and this nigga is looking there. Why Rydall gives all his energy to this nigga? Me, I don't buy it at all that these 2 bros are cool. I don't buy it. And I don't even know why Rydall is forcing himself to do this. I don't know. This is what leads me to believe it might just be for monetary gains, but dog. Nah, I don't buy it. You guys can let me know in the comment section.
Like they have money.
Is it the one that was asking where were the Gucci? Let me see the Gucci.
Yes. So that's how it started. I wasn't there. So one.
I'm not here for these things, guys.
All of us, the 6 of us, the guy who was managing me at that time, Bertwell, I said no, and then he convinced me for like a good 4 to 6 months because they texted and emailed us around February, but we only entertained them after July. Because they've always been constant communication with my manager. So he's the one who convinced me and showed me the bigger picture. How he won me was, my boy.
When are we talking about scams? The so-called scams.
5 people, right? Then I said yes. Imagine how many people you're going to inspire on national television. And I said, oh, that's my goal. Let's go for it. So that's why I agreed. But at first it wasn't exciting because I knew they were going to twist everything.
TV made it so that...
I think they're talking about the whole FBK show that used to be on TV on Moja. I think it's Moja. The channel is called Moja. Bruh, address what you've been holding, Rydall. Or whatever that you've been bottling. You need to just address it, bruh. We're 8 minutes in talking about TV channels and we're not here for that.
To shoot you down.
And let me check how many views this has. 33k views 8 days ago. I feel like, bruh, this could have gotten so way more views than this if this nigga just went straight into what people are here for. This is what I'm here for, cause bruh, I'm not understanding why we have to talk about TV channels when you have so much that you know about this guy that you can literally just lead the conversation to there. Maybe that's why Coach is also defensive, cause he's waiting for this guy to bring up those things. Yeah. And then Rydall just, and maybe wants, for the sake of getting this guy to be comfortable first or building rapport, but nah.
Yeah, and one thing that people were always saying, oh, we're not filming inside, we don't get to see the inside of the house. And then I was one of those people, I was like, hey, he's renting this one, why aren't we seeing the inside? There's no furniture. So what is the story around that?
So I've got a problem. I don't care about aesthetics. I don't know what I do it. I'm naturally a never mind, honestly. I was speaking to my brothers the other day. My couches, I bought them in 2019. I still have them. They are finished, my man. Right? And I'm telling you this, even now in Cape Town, I think I've spent more than 200,000 already. Playing, right? I'm not gonna tell you doing what, but but the common sense of saying, let me go and buy a new car and give them the house, I just don't have it. So that is where, for me, it would be a good idea for me to get married, because I think that's where whoever I'm married to is going to say, let me do my part, because I just don't say shit, my man. But man, I can sleep on the floor while I have a Ferrari outside. I wouldn't mind. I'm like mid-range guys, in short. Golf 7, apartment with no couches. I'm like that. You know, I'm natural. I just don't care about fashion on.
Hey, the mid-range guys are down, babe. Damn. Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Coach needs a lady in his life, though. Nah.
Interior, or I just don't give a damn.
That is something.
I just love cars. That's all I actually love. Anything else, I don't care, my man.
Now, in that time that you were having the FBK Millionaire show on was it Vussy? Moja Love. You had all of these cars, G-Wagon, RS3, A45 AMG.
Yes.
What happened to those cars?
Okay. So there's also what we call behind the scenes.
What happened? Rydall must know these things most. But Rydall he's holding back from what he says, because I'm sure he knows these things. He knows these things, bruh. This guy, I don't know how many videos he's dropped on Rydall. You see, DJ Co's the master of the rented luxury lifestyle. Bank repossessed the RS7. But then now you're back here saying what happened. You should be telling him, bruh, they say this guy's got repossessed and stuff. I got the documents from this and this and this sources. Why? And then, well, now you're saying what happened. And then, after coach gives him an answer, which might be different from what he said on the video, he's not even going to address it and say, no, it was repossessed. He's just going to say, okay, you watch.
I'm going to start with the front end. In programming, we have front end, we have back end. Everyone is seeing the front end. They don't see the behind the scenes. And the actual work is behind the scenes. I've lost so much money maintaining cars that are dead. And I've bought a car from 0 case, I've bought a car from 60,000 case. The conclusion is one. That one of 0 case is gonna get to 60,000 and give you problems. So what I'm trying to say is, I buy a car, I like it, and then the next thing, it starts giving me problems. It's a car at the end of the day, you know? Then I spend 30,000. Next thing I spend 60. Next thing I spend 300. Now, when we do our financials, we realize that we've spent a lot of money fixing cars. And at the end of the day, it comes back to what? To impress who? Now the public. Because now I bought the car because I loved it, but now I'm forced to keep it because now I'm afraid the rider is going to ask, where's the car? But I'm bleeding financially at the back end. So all these cars, to maintain them, G63, to give you an example. I was on the highway from a meeting. It was on 50-something thousand case. I think I bought it on 30-something, right? And it started overheating. Then I didn't see that it was overheating. Then the next thing it stopped. Then we called a tow truck. They took it to Mercedes-Benz in Cars World. And then they gave us a quotation after a few days of about 800,000. Saying that we must replace the entire engine or whatsoever. You know, so Betwal, who was my manager at that time, came with a temporary solution to say, let's just fix it for it to move and sell it. You understand? So those are the things that now, as a public figure, you are now saying, shit, 800,000. I could buy another car. So do I fix this one and maintain the standard, or do I let go and accept defeat? So everything that has been said about me, I've been mentally prepared for it. Because I'm like, shit, these witches are going to find out the car is not there. And they're going to roast me. And the moment you say to the public, I didn't have money to pay for this car, which was 800,000. As much as I can have access, But it was also too much for me to keep on maintaining it. To impress them, they're gonna say, "Yeah, we knew it. You're broke."
We knew you were broke.
So it's like,
but Rydall is also one of those people too. Rydall is also one of those people too, because he's gonna come and say what, and say, DJ Coach is the master of rented luxury lifestyle. What. But no, it's not saying the same thing. He's saying to this bro. He's not. He's not saying the same thing he's been saying in his videos. Because let's just take a look at this one then. Yeah? Let's take a look. Just the intro.
Guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk a bit about DJ Coach, and I'm pretty sure that you do not want to go anywhere. So stick to the end of the video because I have a really nice surprise for you. Before I dive into the video, there's an announcement that I would like.
Let's go.
Both of these guys are busy reiterating the fact that you cannot be rich and discuss people while they are busy discussing me in dark rooms. Please help.
You see what I'm saying, bruh? Bruh, you see what I'm saying?
Make sense of that. I really can't wrap my head around that part. And like I said, this Instagram live exchange, the fact that it happened in this fashion alone is laughable because not too long ago, Damus was busy calling DJ Coach a scammer. He was busy calling. And to me, this owner is really pressed to get rid of this house because there's 3 different companies listing this house to be.
You see what I'm saying? This nigga will pull up with receipts. Nah, you'll pull up with receipts, right? This nigga will pull up with receipts. Receipts.
Or a 7.
Coach speaking. This one's you don't shut the door. You just put it like this.
You see what I'm saying? I never said I had a problem with whatever Rydall was doing. Me, my problem was every time, or the one time he was wrong, he didn't come to address it, which is why I made a video on Rydall. The first video I made on him. And then now I'm even showing you guys as proof. This guy has so much material, ne? He's done on these guys. Just like this one. Saying the RS7, right? It's gonna show you guys receipts, this bro.
And while a lot of people really believe that this is DJ Coach's car, I just have one question that I would really like to ask DJ Coach. If it's really your car, why is Standard Bank listing this as a repossessed vehicle?
Exactly. But he's not gonna ask you here.
there is nothing you can ever do to make people happy. I just let bygones be bygones. So maintenance of cars has killed me, my man.
My friend.
No, I understand.
Yeah, definitely.
Since Rydall got a SKL, it's being a little bit of a teddy bear. It's being soft, yeah. Because, bruh, this guy used to be blunt about everything. You understand? He used to be blunt about everything. Me, my question: why all of a sudden the energy switch up? Because why? You've been doing, I don't know, bruh. If I do more than 15 videos on you, around your life, I feel like I've done enough research to know you, to know you to a point where if we're gonna sit down and have a conversation, you can't you can't do laps around me because I've researched your life. You understand? And then if the research I've done on you and what the people supposedly come and send me screenshots of them being scammed and what, I will not like you as a person. For me to sit next to you and smile with you and when you're doing all these things. Because that's where the interview was supposed to start. Coach, I already told y'all, like the energy he came here with, me, I feel like he's being more real because he's not, you can see from his body language that he's not really fucking with Rydall like that. But Rydall, he came in with the compliments and all that, which is disingenuous, my friend. Nah.
When you moved out there by Blue Valley,
Yes.
right? Oh, a lot of people was like, yeah, teacher coach is going broke now. And I think, was it?
You were one of the people too. Don't say a lot of people. You were one of those people. Now you're saying a lot of people. Like it wasn't even you saying that. Guys, just on my next tab. You was just saying the same thing. Master of rented luxury lifestyle. That's the caption of the video. I'm not making this shit up. But now he's coming to say what? To say a lot of people.
Oh, a lot of people was like, yeah, teacher Blue Valley, yes, right? Oh, a lot of people was like, yeah, teacher coach is going broke now. And I think, wasn't that
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
that you, or it seemed that you moved into apartments? Or am I having my time?
No, it was not an apartment. I've never stayed in an apartment.
Okay, but the question that I wanted...
Bruh, this guy is literally asking this guy stuff that he's done videos on. He's asking this guy stuff that he's done videos on. Every time he talks, he puts his hand on his mouth. Kind of like he's holding back. He's not like being as blunt or as straightforward as he might lead. You understand? To the viewers and to this guy. You can see his whole... this guy knows a lot of things, Joe. From these past videos. For him to come and ask these indirect questions. Every time he talks, he like you can see he's holding himself back. Just look at the body language.
It's not an apartment. I've never stayed in an apartment.
At the time that you, or it seemed that you moved into apartments, or am I having my time?
No, it was not an apartment. I've never stayed in an apartment.
Okay, but the question that I wanted to ask you was...
Even stuttering. Dog.
I've never stayed in an apartment.
Okay, but the question that I wanted to...
Rydall. Wait.
I was... When you moved out of Blue Valley, how did it feel?
Okay, so now...
Oh my God.
What happened was... When I was staying in Blue Valley, I've had too many friends behind closed doors. So I was that person that everyone would call and say, hey, we're gonna come through. You know, a lot of girls as well, you know, that lifestyle. And then some of the people that you're inviting in your space are not there to have the fun that you think they're here to have, right? So a lot of shit happened behind closed doors that socially, it can never be known out there. But when I left Blue Valley, I didn't leave because I wanted to leave. But I left because shit happened. And when I say shit, I mean behind the scenes in a sense of a matter of life and death. For me, because I meet you, I allow you in my space, and then the next thing, you are planning things for me because it's easy. I mean, when you come to the house, I can leave my 7 phones anywhere. I can leave 100,000 anywhere. It's my private space. And then when you're seeing an opportunity, you say,
You see the opportunity to steal.
Yeah, but just to give you a glimpse, shit happened, and luckily I was not there. So it was more like shit. You've exposed yourself too much to the public, and now it has become a security threat. And then now, the security threat, it's not going to be someone who doesn't like you from socials. There's always someone inside. There's always...
And to see that one.
Yes, I didn't see it at that time, but later on I knew how it got to there because access is prohibited. So how did people know there's this at this time? So we found out later. I think we did.
Listen here, coaches is what coach is talking about here. I understand what he's saying. I understand it fully. But if Rydall was interested to know what happens behind the scenes or what situations happen with the rented what apartments or houses, I don't know. He should have inquired, right? Should have inquired. These people have been interacting back and forth. not to say like as friends, because there was videos being made, the other one was also addressing this one, the other one was also addressing this one. He could have easily inquired in a video, why is this and this happening? But he made full videos, this guy, yeah? And he presented information on his videos, right? That's why people like him. He doesn't just, or people follow his channel. He doesn't just come and talk. He provides what? Screenshots and all of this and all of this and all of this. And he doesn't like disrespect people. Like, it's not gonna make a video on anyone and come and maybe cast that person out or whatever. He sticks to the information that he has and he puts it out there, right? But now he has that opportunity to bring forth all of those things that he's been gathering around and stuff, and he's not presenting anything. It's not presenting anything. Yes, the it's an interview. The bro's supposed to be the one talking, but I can't know you're a scam journalist. You're supposed to come with the scams. The people that got scammed. This is what you're supposed to talk about, and you haven't mentioned anyone being scammed. You haven't mentioned anyone being scammed, so I don't understand. Because you're Mr. Scam Exposer. If anyone is coming to your channel for an interview and you've done videos on that person being a scammer, that's what this video says, scammer. I even asked on that video, when I made the video on Coach playing you, when he did the BMW and the Bentley thing, I said, but how is this a scam? Because this nigga is not like he went to say he's selling this and this and this. He just like baited you guys into saying he's a scammer, and then he pulled up with another car and you never addressed it after. That's what I said. But now you've done so many videos on this guy and he's here next to you calling him a scammer. Why are you not talking about the people that he scammed and bringing out stuff? This person said you scammed them like this and this. Why isn't that being addressed here?
Then we grow. So after then, I've reduced.
But let's keep going.
Market was born. So that was our vision, to say now we are working on raising enough money. Went on Twitter when they showed me, and I looked at him and I'm like, fuck him, I'm not gonna entertain that. But my manager showed me a bigger page, and he's like, my boy, beef him, respond, and stupidly so. I had 1,300 followers at that time on Twitter, right? On X now. So I started engaging with him. And then when I engaged with him, 2.3 followers, 5,000 followers. I'm like, oh, this is good. Then I start beefing, dragging. So now someone says to me, the guy is driving a 1 million car. Well, now what are you saying with Rydall 7? I'm like, no, this is bullshit. My man, I'm telling my manager, let's go get a car. Which car that can cost at least $1 million? And at that time it was an RS7. So we went to.
But I was still talking about an RS7 25 minutes in.
Possessed, and then maybe the dealership bought it and then resold it to me. Because I took it to Pinnacle. And then from Pinnacle.
What was the situation there actually? Because let me tell you, right, when you came out, HD Markets, it's me, I'm HD Markets.
Okay.
People were so inspired because you were the first. There's traders before you, but they didn't do what you did in the sense of the classes and then the brokerage. Right? So the moment you came out with HD Markets, everyone was inspired, including me. And then we got that notification where they released that. So did they only just use you?
Yeah, so naturally, if you come to me and you say, Coach, let's start a YouTube channel together. Take out this much, I'm gonna take out this much, and we start this together, right? And then 2 months, 3 months down the line, and then you feel a need to betray me. I'm that guy who's just gonna let you go. So now, help each other grow, right? Do this for me, help me here, and I'll make sure that you trade directly with, right? I'm gonna give you the origins of what we are trading now. 5 billionaires in dollars. Billionaire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are friends behind closed doors. On Forbes, they are competing. But behind closed doors, they are friends. Like me and Rydall, We are quarreling on socials, but you see it together.
The irony in that, huh? You don't say, my man.
Now, what happens is all these billionaires take out 100 billion each and they give it to an ex-bank and say, what can you do to transform our money? This ex-bank and its executives go to hedge funds and liquidity providers. They open them, take those funds to those hedge funds and liquidity providers, which is now what? There's an ex-liquidity provider that has $500 billion. Yep. Right? Now, that liquidity provider, remember where the money comes from? The billionaires. It went from the billionaires to the banks to the liquidity provider. Now, FBK Markets, it's a broker. It makes money off commissions. It says, we are looking for a liquidity provider. They approach this liquidity provider. The liquidity provider agrees to sign up with FBK Markets. They give us the servers. They give us everything, MT5, everything that we need. Now, we are sitting between the retail clients and the billionaires funds. There is no such thing as liquidity. Liquidity is billionaires' money. The moment you as a trader make money, you are taking from these billionaires' funds.
And they don't like it.
And they don't like it. Now, the moment you lose money, you are adding to these billionaires' funds. So these guys and the system have designed the whole thing to make us believe that there's 6 trillion that is rotating everywhere, every day. Where does it come from? Everyone says the market is centralized. Yes, it is. But there's someone who's pulling the plugs, even in a centralized place. Hence, most of the banks are getting fined as well for manipulation and everything. So, guys...
Hey, man, shout out to Coach dropping the knowledge. But this Forex knowledge, this is not what I'm here for. Me, I came to Scam Exposer's channel. And I want to see scams getting exposed. You understand? So for the longest time since Mr. Scam Exposer opened his channel, he's been doing a lot of videos on the said scammer, Coach. The said scammer is here next to Mr. Scam Exposer, and they're talking about Forex market.
Fortunately, the real
questions that AT Jondre was asking, why don't you allow the strategy that you trade with?
Yes, at FBK, yes, because the profit that you're going to make is not coming from me. So, as a broker, you own the CIPC, you own the shares in that particular company. When it comes to the actual servers and where the money comes from, I can't be able to afford to pay every trader. I have to now explain to the liquidity, how did you make money? And I say to the liquidity, no, the client did 1, 2, 3. The liquidity says to me, no, cut down your leverage. If I say no, they're going to cut me off. I'm out of business. I'm not going to make commission. So what are we supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do? That is a...
Monday to Friday.
Shout out.
Series.
I'm actually gonna really watch this again, just for the Forex side of what it's saying. You understand? Just for the Forex side, I just feel like it's dropping a lot of information on the broker side and inside, like the inside of being a broker and how all of that works. But yeah, I'm just not getting what I came here for.
Tell me, when are you uploading a video again? Because I was
of announcing my involvement in that industry as a whole. Because
I mean, talk about the scams.
I have another place that I bought shares in Tembisa, right? So I had to now step back a bit because of the shit that happened. And I stepped back and I'm like, shit, I know that these are actually the same people. Right? So now when I got to the interview, I was advised. So that's when I learned that there's what we call PR answers. Yes, PR answers. So it's like before the interview, they told me that, listen, they're going to ask you this, they're going to say you this, but when I say this, say that. And then I'm like, but that's not the truth. They say, no, the controversy that will be created will bring more numbers for the channel. And I'm like, oh. So I did exactly that. But later on, when the whole deal fell apart, and now I realized that this person that was advising me as a PR was actually from the channel.
Ah, man.
They were...
And there was no such thing as a 5,000, 10,000 rand course. It was just the expensive ones. So, how did you come from the big price tag, 20 something plus, all the way down to where you are now?
Oh, okay, sharp. So,
Let me
Give
see.
you an account, because you know a lot of people are worried with, did it work for that person? If it worked for them, then I want it. And then, but the second part of the question that I also wanted to ask was, when I got introduced to you, the early days, you were just a few, there wasn't any other, if I can say it like that, at that time, there was no such thing as a 5,000, 10,000 rand course. It was just the expensive ones. So, how did you come from the big price tag, 20 something plus, all the way down to where you are now?
Oh, okay, sharp. So now,
Okay, so if I'm understanding what he's saying when you looked at the price of courses like how to trade with coach, it started from, there was just one price, né? And then he's asking how did it end up to where the price is at now, to being so cheap from being so expensive? Okay,
what happened was,
shout out.
as soon as I've realized that I was the new generation, remember your cash flow, your sun delay, they were the OGs coming from your 2011, 2012 era. And then I came in your 2018, 2019 era, right? So I've realized that their target was to make rich people more richer.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know, they'll speak for themselves, but I think their target was to make people who already have more money to have more money. And then I've realized that in my language, we say, I'm being followed by Banaba Mo, meaning that I'm being followed by people who have nothing. You know? And my manager at that time made me realize that, my man, in future, 5 years from now, you're going to need an army of soldiers. And how do you get an army of soldiers? You built it.
Right.
So I've built an army of soldiers from 2018. My team and I knew what we were doing for later on. So right now, if you start attacking me, my soldiers will come for you. They are there, you know, because I've built an army. So how I've built the army was, I changed the whole game economically. So I took everything which was high, I dropped it to the bottom and made it a numbers game. For me to have 10 people, I'd rather have 1,000 who are going to back me up 5 years from now, because you come to me, you get 1 minute strategy for 75 rand as an example. 75 rand. How? 75 rand, you can buy 2 boxes of cigarettes. You decide not to buy them. Then after that, then you realize that you actually made 500 as an example. And you start asking yourself, I made 500, but I paid 75 rand. This guy is the OG. I warn you for life. Because when it comes to testimonies, even at the FMS, one thing I've realized is people have pride, right? And my followers realize that there is no amount of information that you can ever tell a hater and convince them otherwise. When they just don't believe, they just don't believe. So now what they do is they tell me their testimonies direct, and I've also adjusted to not publicize it, because I've realized that proving a point to an empty shell is no need. If you believe, you believe. You don't believe, you don't believe. So I dropped down all the prices to make sure that a person who's a petrol attendant is no longer being gatekept from knowing about Forex. To an extent that, fast forward, I've made the 1 minute strategy free. If you go onto our website, fbqonlineservices.com, you can sign up, and believe me, I've spent a lot of money to build that platform. And to record the videos and everything. But on top of everything, I still made it free because I know that I'm building an army of defenders because I know that in future it's gonna get hard for me. Could be anything. Government agencies are also not happy, my man.
So true.
They are not happy. People are not happy that we are doing well. So I'm gonna need these people to strike when I'm in court. I'm like Bushiri, my man. You will never do anything. Otherwise. Say you are mad.
I think that you also have you and they have your back. Someone by the name of Lile wanted to ask you a clear story of how you made your first million.
No, that's not why we're here.
Please check our FSP there because I need 20 group FSP fund. But you do it strategically. Remember what I told you about liquidity providers? So on USDJPY, I've seen on you were reviewing one of my vlogs where I lost money. There was one comment. The guy was laughing, said, "Y'all don't know, coach. This guy didn't lose." Because he's right, I didn't lose. The losses of the trades that you saw, the money was back on the other side. Do you understand?
He doesn't understand.
So slowly I'm starting to catch it.
Okay, let me tell you this. I know for sure, I'm going to give you an example with gold. I know for sure gold is going to move 50 pips, just as an example. I know for sure. In over a period of 30 minutes. I know, but I don't know which direction. And if now I do pending orders, I just don't know the right points that I should use. But I know this is going to happen, and I need to catch it from the beginning. I don't want to catch it at the middle. I want to catch it from the start. So what do? 100,000 one account, 100,000 the other account. Lot size 3. Lot size 3 buy, lot size 3 sell. You understand? But now, immediately when I say buy here and I say sell here, because I know the psychology of socials, I'm not going to show the winning trade. Because if I show the winning trade, they're going to say you are lying, as always. So I'm going to show them the losing trade because they're going to repost it and
Shout out, man.
You know, so I lose 100,000 or 200,000 here, and then on the other side I make 600,000. Minus the 200,000 I lost, my profit is 400,000. I keep quiet, I withdraw.
Hey.
On social media, you're still celebrating that coach can trade. You are
See
right.
what I'm saying, man? This guy is very knowledgeable, coach. I'm gonna admit, this guy is very knowledgeable in terms of the forex market, right? He's also knowledgeable in terms of the broker side. So he's like a jack of all trades, if you can put it like that, because he's been on the other side a retail trader and he's also been a broker, also FBK. Shout out to that. Me, I'm okay with that. My chat is we're almost 90% through with this interview. Well, I'm saying we didn't watch it late, but for the most part, this is just about forex education and stuff. It's not about Mr. Scam Exposer exposing someone who he's thought is a scammer for such a long time. And I have to say, I'm disappointed. Bro.
I will go to my stock is, and I mean, I was one of them that we look up to you. We want to be like you. We want to trade like you. But obviously, there's no years behind them yet. Because you don't just have a year or two behind you. You have years behind you.
Yeah.
What is the most consistent way they can move to kind of get where you are?
Yeah. So the
To
biggest
get where he is as a scammer. They want people to get to where he is as a scammer. I'm not understanding still, Rydall. You have said this nigga is a scammer. So you want people now to go to find a consistent way to be like him as a scammer. That's what you're saying. Where is the NH, my brother? Yo. Look. Scam. 4 years ago, 100K views. 4 years ago, 100K views. Scam. Look, 3 months ago, 18K views. Bam. I don't understand why he's not bringing all of this up. Let's just take a look. I can't believe it, guys. For real. I cannot believe it. No, whose car is it anyways?
Very hard to when they watch your show as well.
This bro would pull up with files
what
and
do you have
say,
to say about that?
Yeah, no, I don't look like one.
Leaving, he wasn't too forthcoming with the info on why he left. Now,
you see what I'm saying?
I cannot speak for people that pay 21,000 from a, oh, I want to get rich quick perspective. But moreover, I want to be able to provide. This video will be as useful as every other exposed video about DJ Coach that have been made before this. It wasn't made with any malice, therefore I couldn't stop when you guys were being vile towards me for something that you guys do not understand. I mean, if you guys are defending him, why can't you reprimand him? Where was this energy when this guy got scammed? Or do we say...
You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So Rydall, where is the same energy that you're saying to? Where's this energy that you're reprimanding from the viewers? Where is it now that the man is next to you? For a whole hour, an hour 11 minutes, this nigga was next to you and you couldn't give the same energy.
Mistake that everyone is.
Now you're asking for
It's
advice.
over.
You're asking for advice for your viewers now from the same person. Wait.
You're over dreaming. And then 5 years down the line, you realize that I've been following coach, but I'm not achieving what he is achieving. What am I doing wrong? It's because when I entered into the industry, I turned off my social media and I focused on building myself. I didn't care who was. Even upcoming YouTubers, you can't attack traders like him and still sit down with them like this. It's his skill. If you want to be a YouTuber like him and expose us, like that guy Rolio is looking up to you, I see.
Hey, shout out to Coach, man. Shout out to Coach. We all see it. We all see it, my bro.
Come on, my man. Be different. Start your own journey. Do your own thing. And then maybe if you're doing it right,
Even Rydall is agreeing with Coach.
expose us. Like that guy Rolio is looking up to you, I see. Expose us. Come on, my man. Be different. Start your own journey. Do your own thing. And then maybe if you're doing it right, the time will come.
So guys, we have heard from DJ Coach there.
Mara Rydall, we know you're a sellout, my bro. Rydall officially sold out, guys.
DJ Coach.
You guys must just put your feelings aside. And
Now you're asking for advice from someone you're saying is a scammer. Imagine. And this is, mind you, this is all happening before we get GTA 6. Dog, come on. Let's see the comment section. What they're saying. Thank you for giving significant information. So, I should have looked at this. Timestamps. Intro, reality. Yeah, this is what they talked about, right? Intro, the TV show, moving out of Blue Valley State, diversifying the portfolios, R7 repo, situation with SG markets, where does Forex money come from, quick fire questions, when is DJ Coach uploading again, what other industries is DJ into besides Forex, radio interview. Bruh, they talked about everything besides the scamming. Rydall was supposed to bring up the scamming that he's done so much research on, isn't it? Now he wants to be friends with Coach now. Wait. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna react also to episode 2 when it come out. I hope we can bring out the energy, man. Cause now I'm asking myself, are we never gonna see a DJ Coach video? Is he gonna start making videos on Coach now that he's got an interview with him? or what? It's gonna bring up a next video again saying coach is this and this and this, and then when they see each other, he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna chill there and ask for advice again. Amen. That's for you to judge. So, boy, Vussy Magz. Oh my God, bruh. I wish I said it from the beginning. Or if I'm wrong, at the end of this, I'm going to acknowledge that maybe I was wrong, but I still feel the same way about this as I did in the beginning. No scamming was brought up by Mr. Scam Exposer himself. So you guys do what you want to do with that. Anyway, so Vussy Magz, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.